my Young and the Restless fans. Yes, happy hump day. We're in the middle of the week. We got another episode to talk about, so let's get to it. First, we see Tucker pressuring Phyllis. We also see Adam and Nick agree to work together, and Summer slaps Kyle for sleeping with Audra. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS Soaps, both the Young and the Restless and the Bold and the Beautiful. This is your Young and the Restless recap for July 19th, and without any further ado, let's talk about this episode. So let's start out over at Crimson Lights, where we see Adam talking to Sharon regarding working together, saying that they can turn Victor's company into dust. Now Sharon tells him, you might not like my answer. Well, Sharon, if Adam's not going to like it, I have a feeling that I probably won't like it either. Now she told him that she's not interested into going to war with Victor. Boy, Adam should have kept his mouth shut about that part. Now, she claims she wanted a merger with the two companies. Sharon, merging with Newman would be a terrible idea. Victoria will probably steal your company before you can probably make your next cup of cappuccino. She actually had the nerve to say that simply taking him aboard would make her look weak. Really? Did you go to Harvard Business School? I look like you've been just running a coffee shop. Yeah, I think you're the weakest link here, which is why you want to merge with them. Now, Adam started to walk away, but she called him back, telling him he's acting the way he always do. Yeah, because he keep getting the short end of the stick. And she tells him Nick would be a great asset. Chance walked in. Adam told Sharon, you know what? I'll just be in touch. Now, they both said that they haven't stopped thinking about each other, and he wanted to take her out, but she said that she can't go. He told her he wanted to kiss her again, and I bet you do. Come back at closing time again, Chance, and get that back room ready. So, speaking of Newmans, we're over at the ranch where we see Nick telling Victor that he's kind of iffy on his plans. Of course, Victoria is not. She's getting everything she wants as usual, and she said that she is happy to knock Adam down a few pegs. Somebody need to knock you down a few pegs. Now, Victor, however, put her in her place and told her that this is not about you, and he's the one that's going to be calling the shots. So sit down somewhere and be quiet. However, Nick is still mad about Nate taking his position, and Victor told him, just get over it. Nick leaves, and Victor asked Victoria to stay. Victoria told her pops everything is turning out just the way she wanted it, and she learned everything from him. Maybe you missed a few classes, because Victor never came close to losing his company because of a booty call. Anyway, Victor told her how proud he is of her, and oh my goodness, why don't you put some of that praise on Adam every once in a while? That's why he keep acting out. Then you want to whine about your family being in distress. A lot of this, Victor, is because of you. So now let's head over to the GCAC down in the lobby where we see Kyle and Audra are, and they're flirting with each other. And guess who came over? None other than Summer. Audra left, and Summer wants to talk about the two of them getting back together, but he can't get over her betraying him. I mean, Summer, you probably should have known this was coming when you lied to his face about his mom, and she still claims that there's hope for them. Now, I don't agree with Kyle going to run the cheat with Audra, but she should have known that there was going to be some separation between the two of them. She tells him that if they don't have a chance, she needs to know right now, and she asked if he slept with Audra, and he told her he did. She said, well, there's no hope for them now, and he said, well, I guess not, and she slapped the mess out of him. And yeah, at this point, you know now you definitely have no chance, Summer. So now we're over at Society where we see Phyllis meet up with Daniel, saying that people's eyes are watching her and bugging out of their heads, and she wants to fix things. Well, Phyllis, that's kind of hard to do when you still are lying. Now, she's claiming that she wants to tell Diane how sorry she is. Girl, please, just stop. Even Daniel is not buying what she's selling. Asking, is this for real or just for show? Daniel, yeah, you're right, it's just for show. Summer showed up, and she's all upset. Phyllis asks her what's wrong, but Summer doesn't want to discuss it. Now, Phyllis claimed that she's sure that Christine is going to drop these charges. And I'm still trying to figure out why she was able to get out on bail and Summer has not been charged yet. That's interesting. But yeah, it's a soap, right? Right. I don't see Christine doing that, meaning dropping the charges. I mean, Tucker walks in. Daniel wants to know what the heck is going on between you and him. And of course, she plays dumb and she is still lying. So once the kids leave, Phyllis looks and say, hey, what are you doing here, Tucker? And Tucker was like, I'm just here to remind you to stick to the plan because I can tell Carson to go and disappear and you'll be in jail for years. And she was frightened. Her freedom is on the line. And I'm like, man, Phyllis, why did you have to do this? Seriously, this is going to blow up in your face just as much as the situation with Jeremy Stark. So now over at the park, Tucker has finally made it over there. He runs into Audra and they're just going back and forth with their little flirty banter. I thought for a moment they were going to head off to a hotel room and I'm like, oops, sorry, Kyle. She didn't blew it, but basically just throwing shots about each other being with their jobs and how he's moving forward with his and she's moving forward with hers. And at the end of the day, I think they're both going to end up on the low end of the stick. And finally, later in the park, Nick runs into Adam, trying to talk him into working together, saying that it would be easier than trying to outmaneuver Victor. He talked Adam into it, so I guess he'll be working with Sharon and Nick, but just wait until Victoria hears that. And the interesting thing is, Victor was the one who told Nicholas to convince Adam and talk him back into this nonsense. Adam, I wish you would please, and if the writers hear this video, let this man do his own thing and give him autonomy so he can run a company the way he wants to. This thing is going to be a hot mess with him, Sharon, and Nicholas working together. I mean, these two brothers can't even get along with the whole Sally situation, and they're going to make business decisions together. Plus, Victoria don't realize what's going on as well. She's going to probably try to knock the three of them off to get the company all to herself, both Augustus and this tech company. I just think it's a bad move. So I guess we have to sit back and wait to see how this all implode. Okay, so there you have it, your Young and the Restless recap for Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. Stay tuned for the bold and the beautiful recap also for today. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you next time. Bye.